Moma yemfa politics ento nkyɛn na yɛnkɔ reality yɛnka nokre se kamemko a enka yemfa Hudson adoye emmebeka NDC communicators ho se yentumi mfa ne mmeka ho so a government enye ne sei ontua ne ka na onye communicator emfa ma oman Ghana, not only NDC emma oman Ghana se ne ebeya asomdwe ebeba deti ena meka sa asem we yebekọ na yakwa kwaji mu nchechire mu medi ere Richard oframe ebika majiso na medi ama aha aye national JTV mesese obe share video no na afoforo nso ensa etimi akabi won subscribe ye nso obe subscribe se na ebe ya dare de nyina no ye de biba wonsa etimi akabi emre kakre ya na ato forcing cocoa price reduce na yeden ebaye obetete cocoa for ebo no so na obetete ebo no so no ensam bebre na ekoso ewo Ghana ha mono na ato forcing ne ensam ode ba ye nyina ne se tisia no ohwe world market na cocoa price na omate so omonto intino esese omote cocoa fo no sika no so se omutumu a omobetumu ede amomo because ohwe other countries na omatete omode so dada but yegusu a ye maintain ye de no intino omode cocoa price no ayeden up down to 2000 plus na ebeto dwa no ensem bebre na aba yenkone yekonkotie ato forcing ye wi a yebekone akwakohwede a ewo ho nso.
The world market price has dropped significantly from the average of 7,200 tons to 4,100 per ton, making Ghana's cocoa beans uncompetitive and creating liquidity challenges. To address this, the Producer Price Review Committee, PPRC, met this afternoon under my chairmanship to assess the challenges facing the sector and review the producer price for the remainder of the 2025-2026 crop year. In order to cushion the farmer, the PPRC has recommended that the farmer be paid 90% of the achieved gross FOB of $4,200 per ton to mitigate the adverse impact on the farmer as a result of the fall in the world market price. As a result of that, the PPRC thereby announces that effective today, Thursday, 12 February 2026, the new producer price for the remainder of the 2025-2026 crop season will now be 41,392 Ghana cedis per ton and 2,587 Ghana cedis per bag. This measure has become necessary to reflect the reality of the world market price of cocoa, ensure the injection of immediate liquidity for expedited payment of farmers, and guarantee the sustainability of our cocoa sector. In conclusion, government wishes to convey its sincere appreciation to the Ghanaian cocoa farmer and all stakeholders for their forbearance and sacrifice over the years. Cocoa has always been the mainstay of our economy, and wish to assure them that these reforms will protect the interests of the cocoa farmer and the cocoa sector. In fact, we strongly believe this will transform the industry. Thank you very much for your attention.
All right, thank you very much, Ato Forcing. Ato is forcing. Na senia okaye no cocoa price no dia world market no omate so enti no esese yeto so senia be Ghana ebetumi afa no ntoma pa efura resetting Ghana na omampani opese odi Ghana ekono na yewie yepe na mambofo minority caucus empowerment no ani omoso omode ensem ebebetu dwa na ensem be na minority caucus yomode ba betu dwa yebeko na yakwa akohwe ensem omode betu dwa na edikan no omonsem a omoka ne se NDC amanyeko no eni kokofo no endi ne yie omo eni ne endi ne yie kra enti no esesenka omompene ma ekuafo no empene because omo ma breso no na omudi ni yie na omukan omutie omu yie omune kokofo edi ni yie farmers no edi ni yie enti no omonso omonsam a omokan ne se ma koko farmers no enjintum yenko na yenko nkotie asam a ono so kan.
This government is recklessly managing the cocoa sector, which has brought us to this unprecedented crisis in the sector. Given the scale of the crisis in the sector now, a sector which is one of the most important pillars of our economy, one expected the government to give Cocoa Board a bailout, as we did during the MPP time, rather than reducing the producer price for cocoa. A bailout would have been necessary, particularly at the time we are told that the economy is strong and resilient. They said they are better managers of the economy. An economy that is better managed cannot pay cocoa farmers.
Enti omonsamo na omokano no se mo se mwatete enyama so economy no is doing well dollar no ewo form ni ade enti ena yentumi entua cocoa farmers no enti esenke bailout na yetumi edutia cocoa farmers senia omo no omo ya omurutia cocoa fo no.
We warned this government about the reckless overvaluation of our currency. We warned them several times that these dollars they are pumping and pumping into the economy, that reckless intervention. Last year alone, they intervened to the tune of 10 billion United States dollars. Because those of you who understand economics know that when you overvalue your currency, it adversely affects the export competitiveness of your country. When your inflation is 3.8%, your currency should depreciate by at least 3.8% in order to protect exports. What do we see? They are going around bragging about appreciation. That is poor economics.
Merasi. So who say they be a casem crofo so mo school no mo kusuade. Ese say ye shada ide omo tenase na ye kire mo politics. Ye shada ide omo tenase na ye kire mo economic. Because they don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are saying. Adiana abano. Ni nyina ne say baby omoto cocoa no baby a aban to cocoa no fi farmers ho a baby odoko no omate price no so ewo ho other countries nyina tete so ba ye de egusu gina baby a ye gina na se wo kwa akoton ade na se obi de 10 cedis na obi de 5 cedis a ho ade na wo beto enti se ne be ya mu cocoa no enka dem mu cocoa no enye de engu ho mo no mnti no ye tso di amamo se ne be ya yesu ebetumi di akọ na yakwakote so ho no mato na yetumi di aba sin se cocoa no begu ho na so ye nyatofo wati ase ena enyama na ya tso no sa time na amomusi musika no wosoro no sa time no na yeto emo bag sen sa time no na yetuto enyama a omudi ye adwuma no cocoa adwuma no omoto ne sen na owieye ena kodwo opo nkroma ono nso ede ne de betua so na ne de no ne nsema na okani nyina ne se esesanka aban eko IMF yes nanko okokoji bosia nanko okokoji bosia na oduba betua omoka nti asemo a kodwo opo nkroma ono nso okano no ade na ye tiridi efrimu no IMF ho mo no ma ye dwane efri ho no yensanko ne yenkonko bobosia enfamra cocoa ekuafo no nko an se ne ebe ya ye ombetumi enyo musika na Ghana ebesia so akọ back to epic mu no wo se ye kase management a sankrofo mu ni management yenko ne yenkonko ti ono so asama okan.
All of this has come about because of the reset that Cocoa Board did. And that is why, respectfully, we ask the president to relieve the Cocoa Board CEO of his responsibilities at this point in time. Number two, we are asking the government that in previous times when cocoa prices fell and the government absorbed the shock and protected the cocoa farmer, the NDC government should absorb the cost of what they have done and protect the cocoa farmer and restore at least the 3,625 that they promised. This 2,800 or so that they are promising is totally unacceptable. Already we are receiving messages from cocoa farmers who say that if this is what is going to happen, they are going to demonstrate in a number of these. And if they do, we in this caucus, we will join them on the streets to do this demonstration.
You are right. Say, move to me, adjoining or more street in so because Mwankasa ena maboboa koko ekuafo no binom se omo meye demonstration ana se omo meka se omo nji bo no na because Osha Miracle MPP ni guy we Miracle MPP communicators eka omo ho na abrantie we eko efuom ho mo nom eko ye omo interview na yendi kan kohwe video bi a Hopes Nadoye oyeye okaye no MPP fo no gina no esibone de no ekwo wie bone mu ebe wie kire no na omode asam hye no se yesi kokofo no comment ni omo ne ade omo ye o de ye nkotie video no yambra ye ba.
Can I make reference to a cocoa farmer saying they cannot do this? Look, if you organize your food soldiers and then start interview them, why? Didn't we see Miracle Abuaji and
Oh, so the cocoa farmers are food soldiers now.
Wait. Don't twist it. Look, come on. We started this work together.
I know, but you are saying the cocoa farmers are food soldiers of the party.
If Miracle Abuaji, is he a cocoa farmer? Miracle Abuaji is a cocoa farmer.
But it's not
Listen. You go and gather your party food soldiers under a cocoa farm, cocoa tree, and then you ask them to be talk. You see, they are not even smart of doing propaganda.
But hold on.
You see, Miracle Abuaji, when you cocoa farmer, adenti ena obeko cocoa farm ho. Na wakase wo interview omo for what reason? For what reason? Na asamo a okaye no na omusi o enya nokre yenko na yenko hwe interview a Miracle Abuaji no oyeye.
If you have a crisis that started as far back as November 2025 and we are in February 2026 and you are still telling the farmers that you are looking for solutions, that's not assurance.
Na omuwie no omotwetwe omone ekuafo no bi atwetwe nkomo na omonso omode omadwenkyere ene dia omonso omopese omoye emra ebo no betu dwa no na nsem omoka na ne se Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene NDC aban no se wentumi amfa mu cocoa price no anko bebi a ne nado danko akofo ado edoto ye ne dia na kyese enya dia omobepene intinu omode omfa bebi na edana enkonkoda ho se wonfa bi nka ho a mankonkote so intinu de ni nyina ne se kyese na nado danko akofo ado de no mpese kyese eno ne ye ane ono no intinu omope ono yankoni konkotie ekuafo na ombobo omo no se omomeye demonstration yankoni konkotie omo
Only you want to say mbekọ na see training first no call here say for one kra no no ma dwan no pa ne ya fa ko ma dwan de eni ye bie school no ko school no ye free ko no ko na to ngasi ye free we sit na ye twia me den e ka e kwa fa nyam se ma me ko mo de adi me skam di na pa ko me me den eni e si a uja so what so ma me a be me ni age me ni ma ko ahele me sakram de ye djuma ko ye de aye ba do sa ma se akọ o shala no pa na ko fuo mu a udi no gigi sala wo body se me ko no aya o ma no se ma no entimi ko school anu ti kwa san ko da so first no kwa ko go fu wo boya na age wo je uska e so ne fu ma fa ko ufa wo boya na ye kaji we suwe fo ka je suwe enu pa ko fu ma je 500,000 so se ni twaje me o ba belewa awle ho my sister awle ho pa ana ho ma say yeni abu yeni ase ko mu e say o ba mo bu ko ni mu ya ba mo bu ti en say pressure kwa o le office kana da wala dan ko for de no fa den e ma yen ko ya bu ayen no bu ayen yeni nye ho
ma so ye farmer we
ba chopa
na so o jin scanner ya te ho so no
dabi eye me ya papa Mahama ye konko nya sa me je okura me nyini ya kura me nya mfie aduosie nkono me ma me ne papa wo me nya 69 years me nti bi wi ase da se koko buo ya te so da wo mampani bi abesisi no o sa ka se koko buo no wo te so sade atie bia sa no omoto no a me nyina nya mfie aduosie nkono na wo de asisi a wo sisi no de ya ka se ate ase a ya boa etirana akufu ado dankwa eboa de ma ya fa ya de ma ya ni o fa ma ya
Okay, eti wehu omo a ombobo ma no wehu dwuma a omudi eti omo sem ni nyina pese omo kire say na nado dan kwa akofo ado embre no eye echen eye Excellency John Dramani Mahama na omo koso ene ekuafo no bi so ekodi nkomo yentie nkomo a eye ekuafo no bi nso dodo na nso ene asama omo kan yenkone enkohwe video no.
Senya enye too much no enu mom ni ye hia asem be se enyina nim ni asi word market a omuto so hu do na anu se kura ye tell radio hu no ye hwe ni price a aba sesi a na omu se adni free base 70 so aba 40 so no lo kwasem ni e ade a e ha adwene pa nti so ne de yen kasa chenchia so te so na Ghana ma be bo a on te so on say otum de Ghana ma be bo a na te so na Ghana ma be bo a ne pe no se ne ntime mmoa emma Ghana ma ne kokoko se no ntime nko so ne de yen hye ne force se onye
sese wo hwe adwaman so a yen nyina ye tibi se kokoko ne be ba te so ndi sa aban be tie kokoko ne so a akuafo yen hye da ni problem na ye problem kakra ni se kakra na akam no ya to aban nyamfo atikanimla ye best aban se o ma sa atikanimla yinim sa aban ye odwene ne manfo ho ntu hwa na ne ma bebele so atete ndise kokoko so te a akuafo wa ba se ne beka
mre kakra ni na kokoko ni sika ne ye den eka mu nti ne ye ti ye na sika ne ka mu no eno kra no na ukodura fom ho kra na ne ye kokoko no so na wa ba ma abusa wo be ye den wo bete nso no sese de se ya ati asempa na o se obetua ono se sika na amaye na we no wati we no so a ye de ye ni asem bi e kana na ye besere na so ne se semmom se betu kokko num e wo dwaman so a ye sere na so ono so ontum sa emfa maye sa so ye so ye bu beto ye yem
ye kwa word market na price na ahware abafon kora nti price na ahware abafon no e ya ade a abane no se otimetu ho na mo se ne be ya me no ya miunu so ye ho betoye yes te se abane no ebete kokko no so na otimeto kokko na ma ye papa nom no munye sika hwe school se ne se abane no ebe peja price no na so otimeto kokko no
yera se enti ye nyina yete asamo a omonso omodo tu odwa because mu MPP fo ya na mobo kadugo na memblemi MPP fo Ekana Excellency John Dramani Mahama any ato forcing or more can any cocoa board or more canon. Sakan, why not the cano toho? Adena, those people have not been arrested. Adena Sancroft on the Yenchi Sancroft one. Senke Yachichi Sancroft one. I don't think they will come and make that noise. Me ya sure some back make some noise now or more making no. So this is the time Excellency John Dramani Mahama they need to take action. Yes, because Sankrofo we ya baba sheshe omwechi aye nyama etise dia na chese enimwa emwa Ghana emma Ghana enkonenim enti no oman bapa no osesa yate so sade a ne meka na ewo ho ne de momfa mame because that is the what the president no okaye any atoforce kaye se na be ya yebetumi etua mo kante no kadada na ewo ho ne de wa order o mo se o muntua mo na dada fufuro na ba na de ye teso ekwekodu sei ti se time no du na so omutum ewo world market wo mo no de a omuso metumi de amomo nti ade na by force chinchinan se yenko IMF na yenko je bosia fa metu ekuafo no ade nti na MPP 40 sa na owie ye na CEO of Cocoa Board ononso ode inchechiremu bi baaye yebeko na yakwa kwoti ononso nsamo a ode tudwa yenko tiembra.
Year 2016, Cocoa Board had a positive equity of about 1.8 billion. 2024 year end negative equity of 3.8 billion, almost 3.9 billion, which presupposes says that Cocoa Board's liabilities were more than its assets by close to 4 billion. The first time in the history of the 79-year-old company. Next year, Cocoa Board will be 80 years.
Enti we any asamoa Cocoa Board CEO or kanano. Se MPP for amanyoko no mla omo kono na eka omo abo edi ato ho mo no 32 billion ena omo boye a omo do to ho ansa na omo ko enti saaka na eda ho mo no eba ne sen na saaka no eda ho mo no obechechire mu akire de enti a eka no eba da ho mo no yentie no.
At the end of 2024 COCOBOD had a negative equity of 3.8 billion.
From a positive of
1.8 billion to a negative of almost 3.9 billion. Now, guess what? When we took over, we inherited a debt of 32.91 billion cedis. 32.91 billion cedis. If you can just put that on your screen.
That's the $481 million.
32.91 with $481 million and 10.06 billion due 25-26 alone. So, like I said, the cocoa bills that were deferred. The first payment was supposed to be lodged in the account, 2 billion cedis in August, for payment to be done 1st of September. No steps were taken to set aside even 1 CD for the repayment of these 2 billion. And if you watch the 2019-2020, 1.175 billion and 231 million cedis road contracts awarded just that year.
Wow.
But look at this. Look at the first column, the allocation. If you look at the allocation, the 4.7 billion, it gives you an average of about 430 million cedis a year, an average of 430 million. So if you get an allocation of an average of 430 million, and you award contracts of 21.5 billion, what you're essentially saying is that it will take you 47 years to pay.
MPP for no ede koko no akwaje busia sa busia na akwaje no over 10 years asam na MPP for no ye de to ho no enti no emra na ho mo no boto ne ade a di hye koko ni sa nyama ni nyina no MPP for no abosa aka no ede ato ho ena eba asa no koko for price no so maide omate so ena omo ye boto no nso no omo ye no outside enti se boto no omo ye wie no se omo ship di bedu a ese se omo ti omo ka ade no kra no omo nya bi kra nya bebi mfemgu ye na mo asan so order foforo de abeka ho de ho kra no munya bebi munyi mfi port engu ye ena the moment a o partnership no omo ye boto no omo de bedu port no o port no de then you have to pay them. It's no a car na MPP for a body egu ho no na enye a car SSA enka yetumi etua eyifo no ekuafo no na at the same time no yasan so ateso yateso no ama price na yeden akofom nti sika SSA enka omokoyo omkoton no omunya no omunyaye na at the same time nso no omokoye no price omode kono nebu no eyedi nti no SSA Excellency John Dramani Mahama omo pe kwan yombe ya omo betua ekuafo no ka na omo de omo koton wono boka yenko na yenko nkoti COCOBOD CEO okoso echechire mu se ne ebe ya ekuafo no ebetumi ate ase ye.
You had the issue of the prices tanking, going down. But by the time the prices moved down to about 5,000, we had done contracts 530,000 tons. So we have bought 530,000 tons from farmers and paid fully. 530,000 tons and paid fully. Now, the prices were going down. You were paying the farmer $5,040. As we speak, it is at $4,100. Dropped. Now, mind you, under this model, it is the buyers who are financing the crop. The crop is being sold elsewhere at 4.1. You have a cost to shipment of 6.3. You give the farmer $5,040, then you have your haulage, you have your grading and sealing, you have your warehousing, shipping, and all that. So you put all that cost together, you're doing about 6.3. But let's even narrow to the $5,040, which is paid the farmer. Which buyer will take your crop at $5,040 when the same crop is available for 4.1? And worst of all, in 2024, they went to do 80,000. December 2024 issued an irrevocable letter of credit, $48 million on our Ghana International Bank account in London for 80,000. When you are not cleared all of this, and you are this in stock. This season, the sacks that we have used are those that are in stock. We still have enough to use for next year. All these ones that are supposed to be at the port, we have not received them yet.
Se sa enkrofo we se omo begina wenim na se omo ka asam a kire wa the way ombesi aka asam no these people are emo ye enkrofo bi a omo timi ma lies become history minu mienu nya bedi adanse se omo ena omo ma eye ye fence akonfami ebe ye history wa Ghana ha akora ketu akora no o ka akonfa asam a obetimi abo Mahamadin ni nyina ne se azule Azule Manasi no oyede or making a statement. Into enya de po na ewo ho, but enkrofo wait me amade na abewo ho abeye history eda Ghana ha. Into some crofo we say woni omu sign na say wan mia weni a enya de a obetumi akọ. Into so omukọ he no omukọ chechire mu saa e de kire eye ekuafo na. Enka menye sure say ekuafo no ebetumi akase omo mpene so. Because enka omutumi chechire mu say de kire omo a enka omeka say ene say Excellency John Dramani Mahama waye bi. Because say na ade anete dia ene yenya abotre kopememra omobetumu ewo eye World Bank we ye fensen say omobetumu ewo World Market na emra na NDC efi abanmu eye 2016 na sika eda eye cocoa board hoye almost 1.8 billion eno omujai to ho but momo kono na ka mabode ato ho monom eye 32 billion 32 billion any a car na MPP for omabode ato ho monom.
So this is what we inherited. We inherited a cocoa road exposure of 26 billion cedis. Now
is that part of the 32?
No. So only 4.4 billion of this exposure was part of the debt because the 4.4 billion were certificates that were sitting at our cash office. But the 26 billion were contracts, road contracts that Cocoa Board had awarded.
You see, intino say Modi Cocoa, my bossa obra etise. Nese yawo about almost 5,000. About almost 500,000 cocoa bag eguho. Na what obia mpese obeto because eye other countries no omudi omo price no ewo down wa. Sika ben eno omudi beti omoka. Sika ben no omudi beti omoka. Enti no kwan ombo fa so meti omoka ne se omo beti so no omo beton. Enti no World Bank no is a world your friends market no to wia. Excellency John Dramani Mahama any aban no aboka. Omaboka because sika okwan omoto fee eye kuafo no ho no en oma nkwa nkoton no sa omokoye no a drop into no se omoti ase e de ma omo na omo ton no mutumi ton sa but omo de omo tua eye price na omoto wo mo ho na e de amomo but eye the next we ni de omo bete so into no no nti so ye na e ba ya omo say omo nti ase no na this is the reason why into ya make us say yemfa aye hopes na doye embeka NDC hu anase yemfa no as a country communicator because how are this guy no or explaining nyama maneti ase no say when you see ya no na I don't want to talk about it na me mpese meba no maba ka ba me pese me hwe nia baba abonten ansa na metumi ede emu ensam ede aba na yenkonkotie asemo a eye hopes na doye eni chichiremu a odema omo on us odema Ghana for.
From where you sit and what you do know about what farmers are going through, what exactly must government tell cocoa farmers today from this address?
Good.
What the cocoa farmers say is we want our money.
It's unfortunate that they are going through this situation. But where, how did you get here? That is the question. How did you get here? We should,
after 1 year, ask
how did we get here? Number one, this is a government who sat there, decided to engage in unnecessary procurement with the cocoa farmers' money. We went for syndicated loans to take care of the farmers, and all they were doing is to share it among themselves, bring jute sacks, this and that, and they purchase it up to the tune of 10 years. They don't even have space to even store them. We still have some stuck at the port. These people, and then they come back and then blame someone.
What?
You went for syndicated loan. Look, they've been doing propaganda, and it seems we are not exposing them. Are you getting it? So they get away with it. They said it has never happened. Look, BBC News Africa, that was around, let me see, let me get the date for you. Oh, because I've opened it this way. Let me get it this way. I will show you what happened.
So make your point when you get to the
before we get. There's no point to make.
Oh, there's
the farmers are suffering. Tell the Ghanaians that the farmers are suffering. I apologize.
You wait. I will tell you
that you are what point are you?
BBC News Africa. Ghana's cocoa farmers say they are broke, as the cocoa board which they are obliged by law to sell their produce is unable to pay them. This was somewhere 2022. Now, another publication by City News, City News, Cocoa Board CEO over indebtedness to farmers. And this one, Parliament even summons Edu to Parliament to question him why they were not able to pay cocoa farmers. And you sit here and say that this government has done something that has never happened before. It's just propaganda they are doing. Come on, make reference to a cocoa farmer saying they cannot do this. Look, if you organize your food soldiers and then start interview them, why? Didn't we see Miracle Abuaji and
Oh, so the cocoa farmers are food soldiers now?
Wait. Don't twist
Really?
it. Look, come on. We started this work together.
I know, but you are saying the cocoa farmers are food soldier of the party.
If Miracle Abuaji is he a cocoa farmer? Miracle Abuaji is he a cocoa farmer?
But it's not Miracle
Abuaji. Listen. You go and gather your party food soldiers under a cocoa farm, cocoa tree, and then you ask them to be taught. You see, they are not even smart of doing propaganda.
But hold on. Let me ask.
Where is he going with this moment?
Is it true farmers are owed?
They should not escalate it to that point. Are you getting my point?
The farmers will be speaking.
Now, government is saying that.
The farmers will be speaking to Enjoy News. They have been saying the same thing as those people were saying.
Government has purchased about 90%, left with 10% to be paid. And there's no money. It's a genuine concern we all need to address. But let me tell you, let me expose their propaganda.
I'm also coming.
Let me expose.
I'm also coming. The 90% you say they've bought.
Yes.
So they've bought them from farmers, but have not paid
them. That's the point.
Not they are
because there's no money.
Not all.
Oh yes, of course.
Not all.
Of course, yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes, but
they've paid majority of them. They are left with.
That's what majority is where we cannot say.
Yes. Look.
That's where the problem is.
They were saying this government was promising 6,500. Look, the time they were saying cocoa farmers deserve 6,500, it was true.
Oh, why?
Look, world market price was $10,000 per ton.
Even your people deny in Parliament. You are sitting here saying that you saw.
Let us do the mathematics. $10,000 per ton, and then we have 16 bags. That makes a ton. So if you divide 16 by 10,000, you are going to get $625 per bag. Now, at that time, let's use 14.5 cedis for the dollar rate at that time, 2024. I know it was more than that, but let's use 14,500 times 625 will give you 9,062 cedis, Ghana cedis. Now, if you purchase it this way, government, you are supposed to divide it into 3 and pay 2 to the farmer and keep 1. So 9,600 and you are paying the farmers 3,100. And then the NDC in opposition says, when you do the mathematics, you were supposed to pay 6,500 to the farmers. Were they right or wrong? Do the mathematics. Were they right or wrong? Now, this government takes over. In its first year, world market price came to $7,000 per ton. You divide by 16, it will give you 437. At that time, the rate was 11 cedis to $1. When you do it, it will give you 4,812.50.
Per what?
For bag.
Per bag, 50
per bag. 4,800. So if you divide this 4,000 by 3 and you decide to pay 2 to cocoa farmer, it will be less than what they were paying. Are you getting it? So government decided that, look, let's add something small and pay it to the cocoa farmer. It means that government was not getting what he was supposed to get. This year, world market price, 41,000 per ton. 41,000 per ton. You can just Google it. $41,000 per ton. Divided by 16 will give you 256. 256.
256 what, dollars or cedis?
Yeah, dollars.
Okay.
And then you do multiply by the exchange rate.
World market price per ton
today is $41,000.
$41,000.
Dollars. Then you divide it by 16 bags. That will give you 256. Are you getting it? When you do that, multiply by current rate, 10 cedis, it will give you 2,816. So if government decide not to even buy, cocoa farmers, take your this in to the market and sell it yourself. You come home with 2,816. So today, government is getting money somewhere to support the cocoa farmers by keeping the 3,000 something that they are paying. This is mathematics.
This do calculations.
You see a communicator. This shows this man knows what he's doing, what he's saying. It shows that this man, when we give him the opportunity, there is no way obibe to media propaganda ebe say nyama Ghana ye and I said adia or aban no oteso no no. It's only this man that makes me understand what is happening. And unti enama me can be no. That is the reason why I make a bino. So share video no na afofro so nsan entumenka video no. Na enkonkoto maame no muhu the truth about these issues and the lies of MPP political parties no. Into the sankrofo no ye nkrofo bi a omo ye ndadafo. Inu nti na ehu be hia se enka ye NDC for communicators na enka say this adwuma we. They are there. Sam George, when you post, that doesn't mean say you cannot continue doing your job, what you were doing. These are the reason why in here most of the MPP political party no, omu MPs are, omu appointees no, omu lose you no, because the moment omu appointee omu for any position no, then they forgot what to do. Now you say omu ye nyina no, now no, he has become a king, so there is no way he can go down again to do what he's doing. Where is Sam? What do you call? Sammy Jenfi. Sammy Jenfi, you were brought into an NDC because of your communication. Now you are a CEO of Cocoa Board. What do you call? Gold Board. So you are not doing it anymore. You are not doing it anymore. Oh, see, I know. Communication no are weak. This is how our MPP people will go by it and win the election 2028. Because these people can make lie become history. These people can make lie become history. So if you are an NDC, NDC communicator, and you are still sitting down, say, Mahama is doing well, everything is going well, Ghanaians are seeing it. Ghanaians, it's not about what we are seeing, no. It's about what we are hearing. Ghanaians, we vote for what we are hearing, not what we have seen. If it's what we have seen now, 2016, Excellency John Dramani Mahama will not go home. And NDC will not go home. Yes, NDC will not go home. And we voted for NDC because of what we heard, because of what Excellency John Dramani Mahama told us. So Ghana, we vote because of what we heard, not what we are seeing. These are the truth about Ghana politics. It is a what if you na some way my say your friend say ejuma no Mahama ejuma Mahama ejuma or ejuma, but who is selling it? Who is taking it outside? These are the what we need to talk about. These are the things that we need to say. And you know, that is my opinion. Sankebeya omonfa hopes na doye as a what do you call government communicator or as a what do you call political I don't know me who send me make points in the because what the man is saying me follow man now who say no anything bia na mind no be encounter no he makes sense and I hope say you nyina yet dia okan no oni omu na ewu adwuma no mu onim the tricks onim azane sane omusie ye omunyama ni nyina so this man no I think say ne nyama or ye ni communication at this time no dey ba no it I know na a favor yes someone like me onu no offer me a favor me apart from Kevin Taylor ne truth ne someone or the babonte no this is the second person I think say I'm always listening to. And you know, we shouldn't joke with this man. That is my opinion. If you will take it, fine. If you will not take it, it's fine. But much as I share video no na afofro nso ensa etimi akebi. Aha aye national GTV. My crown.